And these are some of the updated renderings. This is showing the area right behind the kiosk where there are two tables. We're looking straight on at an existing olive tree that's located at the tasting room deck. So
And is that the trellis there that I'm seeing that looks like it's wood, that's gonna be part of the black? That's gonna be black, right?
Yeah, I think that it's shown as metal. Like, I think that's the sunlight
Okay.
reflection.
Gotcha.
This is new steel.
Yep,
And
yep.
then this one.
I was just verifying.
Kiosk is that now?
Oh, it's actually a plan name.
Yeah.
So Kiani.
Oh,
That's,
oh,
I
okay.
credit Pearson with that.
Okay.
We
A new
wondering.
word.
I know.
Okay.
Keep
It's
going.
hard when you see that you naturally are like, oh, it's an O. So those are just some of the plantings. We've got oak leaf hydrangea and, you know, Muhlenbergia and roses and sage. You've seen
So
this
there's-
rendering.
That's the pathway around the edge, the stone around the edge?
Yeah.
Foot. Okay,
Yep.
keep going.
And the infinity fountain. And then this is the area directly south of the tasting room. You can see the lawn area and the planter beds with the extended shade structure that's
Okay.
got the wisteria on it, and the elevated seating and showing some of the hedges. And then these are just more, this is like a dimension layout plan. That's something
Okay.
we need to
Keep
look
going.
at.
Let's let it load.
This is, you can keep going. We'll go to the planting and irrigation is probably the next thing we'd be interested in seeing. This is basically a materials plan with all the different callouts. We talked through all of these already.
You have a lighting plan too, right?
We have a lighting plan,
Okay.
yes. This is a detail for the built-in concrete seating,
Okay.
have cushions, fire pit details, detail on the overhead steel shade, the
Okay.
railing, thin cables, black steel.
Keep going.
That's
They're beautiful details, by the way.
thank you. Well, thank you, and Paul saying it too.
Very well rendered, I should say.
That was the counter seating. It's really basically just it's like a bar top area, and we don't need to pour over those details. This is the gate design we're thinking for the front. Ramp details,
Mhm.
the elevated seating. That's in the corner. We saw that in the rendering.
Mhm.
Stair details, stone cladding. This is our irrigation plan. So basically the only spray we have is on that back lawn. We've got bubblers for trees. We'll be using tech line and drip for the hedges and the front plantings and all the other planter beds. Irrigation details. Probably more than we need for today, but good to get them done. And then this is our Wheelo. So I have to put my glasses on. Sorry. We've got basically our different water use areas. We're accounting for the water features, the spray zones and the drip zones. And basically our maximum allowed water use is 73,561, and we're basically at 72,880. So we are below the threshold for our Wheelo. And yeah, so we've tried really, I think using the bay laurel for the hedge was a big one, because that's a super low water use plant. And yeah, we just basically got in there and did some tweaking to get more of the drought tolerant species in so we can meet the threshold. Yeah, I think we can move on to I think this is the planting plan. Yeah. Okay, so trees. We've got sycamore and coast live oak. We're gonna get large box sizes. We're looking at getting, you know, like, is it the 80s? Is it 86? I think, yeah.
84.
84, thank you. 84s for the front, and we've got that planter area deep enough to be able to receive
This
those.
is a big,
It's big, yeah. We planned the planter depth around hopefully being able to get, we've secured, sourced some of them. They're really beautiful trees, and I think they're gonna add a lot to downtown with their shade and, really, really nice trees. Then on the east side in the garden area, we've got, multi-branched, olives. We're going fruitless on those just for mess. And we've got some potted olives, potted figs spread throughout. It's a very dry planting on the east side. There's some agave, there's some little ollie, there's some lavender kind of peppered like throughout that gravel field area. And I mean, big picture plants, we're using oak leaf hydrangea, roses, muhlenbergia, lavender, sages. And I've hit on some of the other species earlier. But do we have, I could spend a lot of time on this or,
no, it's fine.
okay,
No.
great. Some vines, some star jasmine, Boston ivy, ficus pumila.
What are you using for turf? Buffalo grass?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, trying to keep it as low water use as we reasonably can.
So it'll be brown in the winter.
Yeah, yeah. And then this is where I have to point out my error because they left the cypress in there, but that is bay laurel. Remember, we originally
Oh,
had that.
right.
But that's been updated to, the bay laurel hedge. So these are all the different, planting areas. This one on the top left is in front of the, tasting room, the streetscape plantings. And then is over to the right is like the interior garden plants. And then if you scroll down, that's the kiosk, which is more like that cottagey style,
Mhm.
with a few natives mixed in. Okay. And then this is just, it's more civil stuff. I don't think we need to go through the civil sheets. And let's
No.
get to the lighting.
The lighting.
plan. Yeah.
So towards the bottom.
Yeah, it's very, that's a.
Number 39. 54. There you go, that's it,
Okay,
right there.
this one?
Uh-huh.
So, the different symbols, here we've got, pendant lights, path lights, down lights, wall lights, overhead lights, strip lights. Where are those up lights shown? Let me see. Because I know there's the dark sky, but I don't think we actually, I don't think he used them. Yeah, and we understand the dark sky compliance, and I think that,
Zero.
Zero.
oh, zero, thank you.
Zero watch.
Just a cut and paste legend, so
I think for planning purposes, it'd be good to just strip that out.
I think
there.
so too. yeah.
Anything you're not using,
Yeah.
take it
Strip it.
off.
Perfect.
It just confuse them.
Yes, so it's a really simple plan, we've got it illuminated for ingress and egress. We've got some post lights in the back, we have images for all the lights, it's really super simple, not doing any elaborate fixtures, just,
I have a quick question that's just kind of weird.
yeah.
What's the difference between a down light and a pendant light?
A pendant hangs versus a down is fixed.
Mounted.
Yeah, and we have.
So those down lights across the front that look like they're in the trees, are those mounted to the fence or what?
Those are all pendants.
Well, there's purple pendants and then
Are they
there's
gonna hang
red
from the
down
trees?
lights.
Let's go to the pictures, because those I thought were here. Okay,
Those
so
little pin lights, right?
that's the wall mount. There's the pendant.
That's the down light.
Right, so scroll back up. Scroll back up.
That's a little pin in the trees.
Probably hanging from the trees.
Red,
Mhm.
down lights, purple pendants.
I think those are supposed to be,
Oh, pendants.
yeah,
I would guess,
Yeah.
putting it in a tree.
Because it,
yeah, no, it is, I think that's an error on the plan. So,
pendants, or would they be? Or-
those would be the ones hanging from the tree, because at that location, there's no structure for them to be mounted to,
right,
yeah.
Yeah, and I think in the back, you've got the same thing going on. I'm not
Well,
sure.
we have, in the
There's a
back, that's
fence.
a different type of light. That's a light that's on a
Do you need
post.
it here?
I mean, those three,
Oh, those three, yeah.
there's one over by the handicap
Yeah.
zone too.
We'll adjust those to purple. Yeah,
Or just whatever it is you want.
Yeah.
I'm just,
yeah.
they're supposed to be purple. Yeah.
it just, I just threw me for a loop. when I looked at
And
it.
then-
No, I'm glad you picked that
Wait a second.
up. We would have figured it out, but we'll get that in the next step.
And then olive groves are pendants.
Yep,
Yeah. So that should be pretty romantic back there in the
Yeah.
evening.
okay.
And then we can look at some of the actual fixture
Yep.
types.
Okay.
Yeah, so again, that's there's this very simple path light that would go in the planter beds. The pendant light, the strip light, and not much to see there, and we can keep scrolling. This light back here, that's the post light, so that light is going back in the parking area. Of course, lights would only be on when business is open. And that post itself would kind of be nestled in the hedge back there, so, yeah.
What's the Bambino?
What's a big?
That's the overhead and that's in the back. I was just checking that. Looks like there's 8.
Oh, that's on the shade structures.
Yes, it's on the one behind the main. See it down there?
Yeah,
Oh,
so those
yeah,
are
they're just-
integrated,
There's 10 of them and I think there's 8 there.
Two. They mount into the steel structure.
Yeah, they're stuck in.
Got it.
And then the light source in the post light is in
It
the.
doesn't stick out. the
no, it
light
doesn't,
bulb.
yeah.
No.
Doesn't have the cute little bulb hanging down. Yeah, good.
This is
That's
just.
interesting.
Okay, and then we can go through these quickly. These are the architectural sheets. Basically, what we're doing is, let me just see here really quick. Yes, so there are some improvements, with, okay, this is existing, so sorry. Okay. Yes, so basically what we have are, 2 remodeled restrooms, updated back of house area, and that's in the tasting room side, in addition to the paint color, the new windows, and the, like steel shade structures and decking, which you've seen. And then over on the kiosk, basically we have a new restroom and some updated back of house area, countertops and things like that. So pretty minimal in terms of interior, and this shows some of the decorative lighting, the metal for the door, and then the paint colors, and the roof, which is existing and to remain, that shingle.
So you're not messing with the roof line at all?
No,
Okay.
the only thing is that incorporation of that new little shed building, which is detached.
And then the little,
That's in the back here.
the little rounded windows stay. You know, in the
Up
front.
at the top, yeah, Pearson, what is happening with those on the very, on the peak, yeah.
Facing Alamo Pintado.
These,
Yeah,
that stays.
okay.
There's a deck.
There's your shed.
There, that's
that's
the
the
kiosk. Yeah,
Yep.
showing some additional kiosk.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, you guys.
Okay, and the shed is, I think the shed's one of the last sheets, so that shows
There it
the
is.
steel shade and some of the lighting.
Mhm.
And then the shed is, yeah, this is the shed, so it's a very small storage shed that opens up onto the alley, keeping the roof line similar to the existing building in terms of, you know.
Are those floodlights? What are
Um,
those?
No,
It's above that
those,
door.
Scroll up a little.
scroll up.
Oh, it is a little barn light?
Yeah, it's a little barn light with the, you know.
Is it to match the post light?
Yeah, they go together.
Okay, so you need to, if it's different, if it's not exactly the same fixture, and it looks like it's a little different, I'd go ahead and put that to your lighting plan and then on your
Yeah,
lighting.
yeah. We'll get the
Add
ones that are
the
on
right
building
fixture and-
into the
yeah.
plan.
Yeah, just make sure it's the same one with the bulb recessed.
Yeah, we'll get those on there. And then I think that should pretty much wrap us up. These are just architectural details for the restrooms and the back of house areas with the countertops. Updated tile and things like that. And the door and window schedule.
Okay,
So that's,
any quick questions before we go to public comment?
I just, oh, go ahead. Denise.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, just real quick, could you just summarize the hardscape material one more time, like where it goes? Because there's the wall, the two different pavers, I think gravel. I just wanna, and then,
grass. Well, not.
and then there's decking, and then the metal structure and the
Yeah.
arbor structure, just real
Yeah,
quick.
and those are
Where
all
they
on
all
the
go.
material sheet, which we could look at if. I would just keep scrolling up.
Okay, I just lost track. Around the dining room table outside,
Mhm.
is that this?
Yes.
That's this, and then it's gravel, I'm sorry, then it's gravel, and then it's walkway again?
Correct,
Okay.
yeah.
And then in the seating area where the concrete benches are, is it one of these? again?
The accessible one has that,
Mm-hmm.
otherwise it transitions to gravel. So we have one that's,
An ADA?
yeah.
Okay.
I just had a couple questions. So you're adding a new restroom, but that didn't trigger any new septic. You're all good with the septic.
We're all.
Correct,
Yeah.
yeah, none as well.
Okay. And then on the stone, I'm just trying to visualize the wall. Is the texture going to be basically like a veneered pattern that reads flat, fairly contemporary then?
It's got some relief to it.
Amateur.
Yeah, it's shown on there, but it's not
Show
flat.
all the pictures.
But it's not really exaggerated
It's not
either. It's
really
probably
super
like
right
that
there
much
somewhere.
Okay.
relief.
So it does have.
Right above or right below?
That's texture, like
Yeah.
a light pitch.
It's got a nice amount of texture in it,
Okay.
and
You're talking about the Moroccan stone.
Because it's all the same
It's
stone,
all the
it's
same
just
stone.
what that,
I think it's probably down
what
there.
that wall
Okay, yeah,
feels like.
could be, yeah. Hold on a second, I'll find it.
And then just because I've seen it as a problem in other wineries, that you don't have any issues with staining with this, with red wine.
on the tile.
Yeah, because I've worked on a few projects that it's could
That's
become a major headache.
That's a great point. What about sealing it? Have you had clients that have
That's
done
it.
that?
Every 6 months.
Every 6, so it's a big maintenance deal.
It's a big maintenance deal.
Oops.
It's called patina.
It's like called splash.
Patent.
Yeah.
We'll definitely take
Oh,
that.
that
So
was
this is
good.
the wall
I
up
see.
front, and it is
Yeah.
going to be, that's so, and this, and the beige,
Mhm.
and then the, permeable path that will go both around the tasting room side, and the seating in the middle of the large dining will all be this
Mhm.
herringbone pattern.
Mhm.
And then the
Okay.
non-permeable part, which mainly is just that entry, is going to be this larger format
Larger
of
format.
these
Kind
two
of,
colors blended
And
together.
kind of in that sort of pattern, like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of an asterisk.
Irregular, but all at
Nice.
90-degree angles.
And you're saying, I'm sorry, these are all the same stone, just finished differently?
Correct, or cut into different
Cut
shapes,
in-
but it's all going to be the same, these two, for everything.
Okay. And then, where the gravel meets those, kind of like that pattern, that's just representing kind of like where one of the walkways meets gravel?
Yeah, yeah, and it would be that gravel. You know, you see, it's pretty common with that mix of the tan.
Yeah.
Right?
Are you totally stuck on pea gravel, or are you just saying pea gravel because you're thinking of the size more than?
It's more than the size than the texture, so this would have some angle to it, so it
Okay,
lays
so-
flat and you're
So
not,
it's not total pea gravel?
exactly,
Yeah.
that's,
Because your pea, if you use total pea gravel, it's gonna move a lot.
no, that's just semantics, so,
That's what I thought.
yes, you're
Okay.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I think you know exactly.
I know
exactly
exactly
I
what
mean.
you're talking
You
about.
see it
You're
all
talking
over.
like 3/8 minus and.
Yeah.
It's more of a crushed stuff.
And it's got some rounded to it, but it's got enough edge that it'll pack and
It'll
stick.
pack, yeah. Yeah,
Oh, did we do public comment?
No?
I still have another question. You know that little corner area with the radius to edge?
yeah.
And is it a stage? Or is it like just,
We're calling it elevated seating, so it's just like a raised section,
okay,
accommodate more tables that's.
Oh.
You don't have to irrigate.
They just wanted a little something different in the corner.
oh, okay, so I thought it was maybe like a band would play there or something once in a while.
Suppose it could.
Battle of the bands across the street.
A string quartet
Uncle
for
Spig's
special
across the street.
tasting, I mean, it opens up opportunities, but we're
Yeah.
definitely not planning on regular.
It's
Yeah.
more just a different.
Yeah.
I think it provides flexibility in the space,
Mhm.
you know, for private events, for people wanna get up and.
It's
make
not just a stage
Speech.
corner.
Because the reason I was wondering is that buffalo grass, I don't think you can put a blanket on it really, and
Oh, that we
Yeah.
wouldn't be doing blankets.
it's not like that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's not big enough, really.
Yeah.
It's more, I think,
Pretty
just
tiny.
for, it's like, it's gonna cool the space down.
Sure.
And,
So
you know,
pretty.
people can mingle on it, but it's too small for any kind of like music
hanging
event,
out.
you know,
Okay.
with blankets, so. It would be nice, but we don't have the room.
Okay,
That was it?
that's it. Any questions?
No questions.
Public comment? Do you have anybody speaking? Public comment?
We do not have any public comment. We don't have anyone in the audience and no one online.
Okay, because we lost our other guy.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, we've pretty much killed our comments, I think. Does anybody have anything to add? You want to go through your comments?
Well, I have a
Go for it.
a comment just in terms of process.
Yeah.
Even though they don't have their actual color board,
Mhm.
I feel very comfortable.
Yes.
Directionally with the colors shown on the screen, so I'm, okay moving
With
forward
preliminary.
based on the digital colors.
Okay.
Yeah, I would too.
Ditto. Usually people don't bring in actual materials. I
We
mean,
do
sometimes they do, sometimes they
Yeah,
don't.
we've
We
been,
just ask
we've been
them to.
encouraging people to do so
Okay.
because
I-
of this is an issue. But moving forward, as far as your, I can go ahead and do my comments real quick, because my comments are basically on the color board. You need a real color board, Brett.
You mean like digital or real?
Both. You
A
need both.
physical.
And your digital color board should replicate the physical one with the same information.
Okay, that's.
I
good
mean,
to know.
this is
Yeah.
nice, but this is not a color board. You don't have, I mean, we usually see, Benjamin Moore, blah, 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 whatever color it is. That's-
We do have that information.
I know you do have it,
We'll
because
show it,
you've picked your colors, but
yeah.
that's the kind of information we want to see on a
Okay, we'll
color
make sure
board.
that that's on there.
And do all that. And then, for your patterning and everything else, you know, sometimes people mount the samples on the physical board. And then they use that as a picture. A lot of people actually just take a picture of the physical color board and flunk it in the drawing, which can also work. So, but just go ahead and do your color board like we want to see your materials and color board call out. So yeah, make sure you do that. Go ahead and finish up your lighting, you know, information on that lighting, just get everything all tied down. And in general, like you said, you know, you had the one picture and some other stuff. It's just a general little cleanup that always gets you. It's that last little
Totally.
thing, you know, and it's like,
Yes,
I know I did that one time and it just popped back up again. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
we'll fine tune all those little things.
Yeah, so yeah, just make sure all that's together and then, yes, I'm okay. Those are my comments.
I'll make a motion for preliminary approval.
Andrew, did you have any comments?
No, I don't.
Okay,
Well, my only question is, can we get them back for consent?
final and consent,
Yeah,
it's up to you guys.
I feel like they
Yeah,
took
absolutely.
a lot of time to check all the boxes and.
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
Good to go.
Can I go second?
Second here.
thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Just
So
so I'm clear, that vote was for,
preliminary,
perfect, so we're on to final.
you're on to final.
Thank
You
But on
can,
consent, you don't have to come.
What does that mean?
well, Brett can explain it to you.
Okay.
It's a fast
It's
pass.
really.
Oh, it's a fast pass. Oh, so we can address all the things in an electronic submittal, but except for the board.
Brett will go over it with you and then you can decide if you need to cover it or not.
He's got a plane to catch.
Yeah,
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
take care.
I really with the last one.
Okay. Item number 2, Puck, you said you had to leave?
Well,
Has it been a year or is it,
it's been a year since
then you've got no problems.
okay, fine.
Okay. Item number 2, 25 bar 69 Rancho de Zo LLC, Alma Rosa Winery. And I'm assuming that this crowd of people online are here to talk to us about this.
I think Julia probably is.
Hi,
Hello?
everyone. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes.
Am I too loud?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Good morning. So, yes, I'll be walking us through the plan set here for conceptual review. And let me know to what extent you'd like me to go over the memo, which was prepared by our planner, which outlined a bit of differentiation from the prior project. But I think what I'll do is I'll just go ahead with what you see on the screen and start walking you through the proposed project.
So
as
the
is.
prior project was further up the site, right?
It was essentially quite close to where this is located, and
Okay.
Yep.
Same location, okay.
Same location. Page 2 of this PDF is probably a good
Right.
starting point to give you some orientation as to where we are on the site.
Yep, we're close to Santa Rosa
Okay.
Road.
Okay. So essentially what we are looking to discuss with you today is still a tier 1 winery of a gross square footage of, let me go to my 11,507 square feet. Of that, 6,222 square feet is a covered, unconditioned crush pad, and also adjacent on the exterior is a mechanical yard of 1,000 square feet on the south side. The interior conditioned space is comprised of, we've got some warm and cold barrel storage rooms, case goods storage, a lab, and actually, if I'll just kind of go over high level the project description, and then I can walk you through the floor plans, so you don't feel it, you don't need to scroll down to the floor plan. Lab, 2 storage rooms, some wine processing, and administrative office spaces. But if we go back to, and I appreciate Teresa, you navigating the PDF here. You can stay on this site plan right now. That's probably fine once it looks like it's trying to load.
It is.
Okay, okay. Well, we can go to the black and white one, which is page 2 of the PDF. Black and white site plan. There we go. So coming off of Santa Rosa Road, there's an existing asphalt entry drive, which would remain as is. And that meanders past a vineyard block, which is presently planted, and takes you to the proposed building site, as indicated there. So we're within the required setbacks for a Tier 1 winery. But what you'll see is this new project proposes a single building footprint. We've got a new asphalt area, which creates some functional operation space for winery production as well as parking.
See if you can get that to load. Because unless it loads, it's not gonna. You can keep talking, but.
Okay, okay.
we're-
Yeah, I'm noticing that.
It's just a question of getting it to load. Unless we can get it to
Oh,
load,
really?
it's
Uh-huh.
moot.
Yeah,
Because we need to see the planting plan. You're gonna have
Right.
to get to it eventually.
right.
Just let it do its thing.
Can I?
As an alternate, is it possible I could share my screen to present?
No, we don't let people do
Okay.
that. So.
Okay.
You want to share that one? Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Oh, well, I'm talking about the purposes of the meeting, and everybody online needs to be looking at the same thing as we are.
Right.
So until that loads.
I could go ahead and we can try further down to see if the exterior elevations and perspectives are
Sure.
loading. We can talk through.
Don't need that. Just scroll down to 7 of 12. None of them are loading.
Page 8 of the PDF is the floor plan.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
That ought to help. Because you were just
Okay.
talking about what was where.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll pick up from there. So north is page right here. So way off to the right is Santa Rosa Road. So your parking area would be bottom of page, basically, to kind of orient you here. But what you see is the covered crush and production area. That's the large space where you see the long row of tanks, kind of open floor plan. That rectangular space there is intended to be this unconditioned, covered, shaded, but open air crush pad and production area. The solar orientation is good for this open air concept. We're going to be avoiding the, end of day kind of heat gain from the west as the warm, cold, and case good barrel rooms are, flanking on the western side. So those are the 3 rooms, which are page top. Yep. Case goods, cold and warm barrel storage. And then all of the administrative functions and more sort of staffing need programming is to the north of the building, which is, you'll see there's rooms labeled as the lab, 2 different storage rooms for winery production equipment, 2 different restrooms, multi-occupancy restrooms, an administrative office space, and then what we're calling kind of a touchdown space for the ranch team with its own single occupancy restroom. And then if you go to the next page, you'll see that stacked above those spaces on the ground floor is a second floor, which has sort of reciprocal kind of functions of a couple more office spaces, a couple of conference rooms for the staff, and then a break room.
Mhm.
So pretty simple floor plan. This is the roof plan. Yeah, you can go ahead and stay on this page. This gives you the perspective views of what the design would look like, starting with number 1 there in the top right is a view of just giving you the sense of what the scale and mass of the building is. This new design is about 7 feet shorter in overall height than the previous design, but it is meant to kind of nestle into that landscape, and we don't have any silhouetting issues there, as you can see. Um, there is a slight articulation in the roof heights of the buildings. The warm, cold, and case good barrel storage spaces are under the tallest roof element, which is it's a shed roof, which is about several feet taller than the roof line of the administrative office spaces and lab plus the production space. If you kind of scroll down a little bit more to the bottom 2 perspective images, those give you an understanding of the form of the building there, looking at this east elevation. The materials selected are the darker metal siding is a pre-finished vertical corrugated metal siding. For our preliminary, we'll bring a sample board of all the materials. The lighter brown tone is a Corten, so horizontal corrugated Corten siding. And then the pergola element at the front there is just steel structure with screening to enclose. So the Corten screening encloses the production area and a portion of the crush pad, as well as creates that entry element there.
Okay. Next section. There you go.
These are the true two-dimensional elevations here, showing the low slope shed roof design and the fenestration.
And the west elevation, the darker
Yes.
area, that's your warm storage, cold storage, and
Case good.
case storage.
Yeah. So hence the lack of windows and daylighting. The function of those spaces is really to kind of stay cool, stay shaded. Yep.
Okay. The only thing we didn't get to load was the planting plan.
And Francisco mentioned that we could open it on box and it's visible there, so there we go.
Great, thank you.
Yep, that's the next, that was the next.
Oh, that's the next sheet.
Well, it was the next document.
There you go.
Yeah.
So the landscape design approach here is somewhat minimal. We're really intending to leave the site really as it is, with where the grasses are leading to the site where the vineyard's planted. But the proposed plantings are concentrated around the base of the building, particularly at the entry walk to that north end, and surrounding a small patio space there on the north end, and then giving a bit of screening to the row of parking spaces proposed.
Okay.
The plant palette, we have not prepared our water use calculations and or the preliminary hydrozone plan or irrigation design, but the plant schedule there in the upper right corner shows the list of proposed plantings. We're utilizing drought tolerant and or native plant species. So for the two different tree types, we've got coast live oak, and then we have a fruitless olive, which is the fruitless olive is the brighter, smaller tree canopy you see lining the parking row and entry drive. And then there's a couple at the entry walk and then at the north end of the building. And then the coast live oaks are more at the base, the toe of the existing slope there, and just to fill in the south end of the parking area there. The species that we've selected for our lower ground covers and shrubs are several Arctostaphylos Howard McMinn, which is a medium-sized multi-trunked shrub. Then we've got some ornamental grasses, Calamagrostis, which is a more upright grass. And then we've got Muhlenbergia dubia. And then we have little olive, a salvia, and verbena, all of which are kind of clustered there at that front entry walk that you see that goes from the parking area across the entry drive up to the north end. Correct.
Do you have any lighting?
Minimal lighting. Really, it's just we've got one dark sky compliant wall mount fixture, which would be at any of the doors. So person doors for the front entry, or like the ranch entry side on the west elevation. And those, I believe, are indicated, keynoted on our 2D elevations.
Okay.
And then the cut sheet for that light fixture is also
It's
provided
the tip
on
sheet, yeah, it looks like it's on the it's up above.
A4.0.
Right. It's
The
going.
perspective, keep scrolling up. There you go.
Okay,
So,
where
yep.
you are, you've got, I'm just gonna say it now because it occurred to me. You're
Sure.
showing 3,000 Kelvin for the color temp. If it's possible, and the manufacturer offers it, we're asked to look for 2,700.
Sure, no problem there.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead, you were gonna say something else? About the fixture?
No, just simply that it's a 10 by 10 inch square fixture. It only stands several inches off the face of the siding and is a downlight fixture. So it just has a light glow that is downward oriented.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Anything else?
No, happy to answer any questions that you all have. I didn't go over story poles or the story pole plan. If that's something that you'd like me to walk you through, I can do that as well.
Do you have the story pool plan?
We do. It is page 7 of the PDF, A2.0. There you go. So we have not put the poles up yet, but we did go ahead to prepare the plan, all of the outside, and then one of the inside corners is indicated. I'm seeing that there's one inside corner on the south end of the building page left that we didn't indicate. But nevertheless, we've got a max height from finish grade post grading of 29'6", and that is at pole locations 3 and 8. And what those are indicating is the highest points of the barrel storage roof line. Yep, there and there. The low end of that roof line poles 1 and 2 are at a height of 25'8". So sloping down to the west. And then the roof line over the production crush, that sort of bar, is at a max height of, let's see, story pole 7, 22'7". And it slopes to the west down to story pole height number 4, which is, I see, 20'4".
Okay, so your overall, like, take pole number 2.
Mm-hmm.
The existing exterior grade is 324.6. The interior finished floor is 328.6, 4 feet higher.
Right. So I can walk you through, if we go to page 4 of the PDF, that's our grading plan. You'll see what we've done is we've designed a finished floor height, which is for the entire, it's the same finished floor height for the entire footprint of the building, is 328.5. If you go to the north end of the building, you'll see there's some proposed contour lines there where the building's coming up out of the grade there. And this is to avoid any cuts at the toe slope at the south end of the building. So with that kind of understanding of the grading in mind, going back to the story pole plan on page 7, that northwest pole number 2.
Okay, I have a quick question. Brett,
Yep.
maybe you can answer this, or maybe Francisco can. Is this the change to the agenda?
Yeah, I must be, because we do have grading on the plans, so. I
Because
don't
it
know
says
why.
no grading.
And the previous project also had grading.
Right,
Yeah.
So
okay.
I'm not sure why.
So that's the big, okay, all right.
And you'll see those grading counts on that plan that Julie
Got
was
it.
just referring to. There's quite a bit of fill.
What is the total area of the building?
What was it, 11?
The total footprint of the building, 11,000.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right.
And yes, so from a grading perspective, we have this proposed design. There's a cut of 600 cubic yards. There's a fill of 1,700 cubic yards, with a total import of 1,100.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you. Does anybody have any quick questions?
I had one comment.
Yeah.
I think we did what? I don't believe we did a site visit for the previous project, nor did we do story poles.
No. So,
And this
And it was a lot
project
bigger.
is smaller. Say again?
I understand, but this one is over the 10,000 square feet.
Okay.
So by our bylaws, we're supposed to go look at it and we're supposed to talk about if we want a story pole or not.
well, it sounds like they're doing story poles.
Yeah, let's wait till we get to the discussion portion. Any questions?
Yeah. Julia?
Yes.
Just real quick on the landscape plan and the grading plan, those two things. What is the end of grading and is that detention basin, is that just for construction?
Basin.
Is
The basin to the west that you see there,
Yeah.
that's for stormwater management. So due to the amount of impervious area, that is our civil engineer's recommendation and current design approach for handling stormwater.
Okay.
And
So-
I mean, the grade of it is, I think it's got a 2 or 3 foot depression, basically. Nope.
I just didn't
actually,
see it on your landscape plan.
Yes, I noted that. on my end.
And then could you show the next time the edge of grading and how you're dealing with the revegetation at where you're grading?
Sure.
That's a comment, sorry, but
Okay.
your questions, but.
And I just had a question, what is the grade of the fill areas or where the building is coming out of the existing grade? Is that like a 3-to-1 slope or a 4-to-1 slope?
4-to-1.
4-to-1. So, yeah, that just ties in with Denise's question about how the landscape plan relates to the disturbed areas of the grading
Sure.
plan.
Okay, any other questions?
That's it.
Yeah, I have a question on more on the architecture side of things. Did you consider at all, where the mechanical equipment would go for the conditioned spaces?
Yeah, so the mechanical equipment is going to be located on the pad at the south end of the building, south of the case storage. So if you go to sheet, it's page 8 of the PDF, A2.1. You'll see on the far left of the page is the room where there's case goods. So just to the right of that, and actually we can go to sorry to make you bounce around, page 3 of the PDF, the black and white site plan A1.1 keynotes the area. Scroll next one, next page down.
Right, oh, it's down, yep.
Yeah.
Where it says loading maintenance access area?
Yeah, so yeah, keynote 5 on the south end there is our
Okay.
mechanical yard.
I see, okay.
With the double doors.
Got it, thank you.
And I guess I do have another question, Julia,
Mm-hmm.
about your charcoal roof and siding. Does that no concern about it loading up heat on your building?
We've in the area we've used this siding before, and no, it's integral to an insulated metal panel system. So it'll still meet all of the requirements for the building's thermal performance, but no, and there isn't concern of, and we haven't seen that performance with other installations of this siding type.
Great, thank you.
Yep.
Do you have any public comment? I keep yawning. I don't feel that tired, but.
It's a relaxing Friday.
Is that what it is?
That's CGI, right?
No.
That's real?
We do not have any public comment.
Okay.
In other countries, we build stuff like that.
Is that Hillside Ridgeline?
All right.
They don't have that.
Does anybody wanna, have any comments? Andrew, do you wanna start?
Yeah, my only comment on the architecture side of things is, for what it's worth, I'd probably consider studying the canopy entrance a little bit more. There's something about it that feels like it wants to be engaged onto the building instead of this freestanding thing that's held 12 inches off of the structure. It might make it seem a little bit more inviting, like a, front porch or something, if you were to take a look at that. Just a suggestion. Otherwise, it's a pretty straightforward utilitarian building, and I don't have any other concerns about it.
Okay.
I just, I think I covered my landscape comments, and I had the same feeling about that pergola structure, that maybe just the proportions or the connection to the building. I like it to be a little more significant or something. And just the windows, they're inset, like they're not like flush mounted.
Correct. What we like to do is just make sure that you have that shadow reveal. And so by, yes, setting those back, you give a little bit of articulation. We can prepare a detail that would illustrate that.
And then I guess getting back to, I don't know whether it's a comment, I just don't know where we are with. They've done these story poles. Are we?
They have a story pole plan, the poles have not been put up.
Yeah.
Right.
Do we need them to go through that expense?
Is it a requirement that we
The
go
site
out
visit is a
because of the
requirement.
square footage?
Site visit is a requirement.
Okay.
Is
And
the story pole requirement?
yes, I would have to double check.
That's,
But,
I just don't know if we need full story poles out there.
well,
Wooden docks.
it's visible from Santa Rosa Road.
Yeah.
It's just a question, yeah,
Level of impact.
yeah. Well, we have to make a formal site visit.
Would that be next? Our
And
next,
that's, as you stated, based on its square footage, is a
Yeah.
requirement for, mhm.
Yep, I've got it right here.
It's a 15 square feet or greater. Oh, there's still a 10,000.
Hold on a second.
For a new floor.
I could have sworn it was 10.
That's the beginning.
Ah, there we go.
what's the?
I just don't not do it the last one.
Additions to commercial and industrial parks with the area and new development. Okay, so it would be 15,000 for all new. Hold on a second, let me read that again.
Yep.
All new commercial industrial development area, 15 additions to commercial and new development. Okay, that seems pretty clear. Minimum is considered to fall.
It's historic, it's weird stuff.
5,000. Okay. So it looks like we can get away with one member site visit.
One what?
An informal, one member can go out and look at it for the board. It doesn't have to be the full board.
Well, with story poles?
No, it doesn't say anything about story poles.
Just a site visit by one member.
Yes.
Okay. That's what it is.
Anybody want to volunteer?
I know where it is, I'll go out there.
Okay,
Thank you, Veronica.
before the next, you can do it before September's hearing.
When's September's hearing? I'm back on the 3rd.
Yes.
Yes.
The 14th or?
Yeah, I'll be able to scoot out there before then.
The 12th.
Yeah,
Okay. All right, and I might coordinate with you,
okay.
just in
Yes,
case.
Text me a reminder.
Okay, okay, so I think that would satisfy it, and then we'll wait and see, I probably will go out as well.
Okay.
2 is not a quorum, so that will be fine, we could even go together. And then that would satisfy the requirements. And, we should be able to stand out there and determine whether we need storage holes. It doesn't sound like the balance of the board wants storage holes anyway, so. Okay. Okay, so, we need an informal site visit. And sorry, I drew on your bylaw. And then, there are some things, these are the overarching comments. You need to kind of pull the plans together a little bit, in that, as Denise noted and Buck noted, all those grading features, I mean, if it's gonna be there afterwards, you really need to deal with it now. In fact, I think you have 2 oak trees planted in the middle of your detention pond.
Yeah,
At the
I saw that.
So-
Yes.
So, the basin.
We'll
needs to
coordinate
be
that.
You need to show an area where any remedial erosion control for temporary stuff is going, because that has to be a part of your wellow. And then you need to show, where any ongoing planting, yes, it does,
Temporary irrigation?
yes. They changed that several years ago, it's part of the wellow.
Geez,
Um,
that can really knock you out of the park.
oh yeah, you get to count it as low.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
You have a lot of disturbed areas.
Yes. So, this plan is a good one. You need to. So, it's very faint. You've got the outlines of this existing vegetation, but we don't know what this is. All this stuff. I mean, it could be scrub, it could be oaks, all that kind of stuff.
It's mostly all oak canopy. Would you like us to?
Yes,
sort of-
please.
Mm-hmm.
Please show it on all of the plans on the civil too. So that, because if these are oaks and you're doing grading, you could be triggering some mitigation. You could be within the critical root zone. So that's gonna tell you if you need to do that or not. And it may cause a slight adjustment on your grading plan, which would be good to do now instead of later. So yeah, just to make sure everything kind of holds together. So it's basically, just show the canopies of all the existing trees, the oaks. And then if it's gonna be impacted, you'll need to show the trunks, right? But if you can avoid it, now would be the time to do it.
Right.
So you can get that, but show that on the landscape, the civil, architectural, any
site.
plans, yeah, the site plans, all that kind of good stuff. You need to show your erosion control, you need to show that basin on all the drawings consistently through, not just the one set. And then the lighting, as you move forward, I noticed you had them on the kind of the 3D model kind of images. You could just barely kind of see the light fixtures. Make sure that not only are they shown on your elevations and a plan, lighting plan. Not only show those light fixtures on that, on the elevations, but call them out.
Sure.
And then you need kind of a lighting plan too, so that we can just make sure that if you are gonna propose any landscape lighting, it's on there.
Yep.
So I realize you don't have any now, and that's great. We love it. I love it. I like the approach to the lighting. But I just wanted to give you that heads up on the 2700 Kelvin.
Yes.
So, on the lamp. So, those are my comments, and I think that's pretty much everybody's, right? Did I capture everybody's? All right, so Puck or I, or both of us will go out and take a look. And we have the permission, right, to go out there and do that? It's not a problem? Okay.
I don't know if they have a key right now, so I'll get back with both of you
Okay.
on that.
Then we go through the main gate,
Yeah.
so.
What's, how do we return? This is a land use permit, so we don't go to.
Right.
ZA or. planning commission.
Did come back for a preliminary,
Preliminary. Okay.
don't you think?
Yeah.
September 12th.
Yes, I think September
Yes,
12th is the next one.
And I'll make a point to come in person for that one, bringing the material samples.
Okay, that would
um,
be great.
In addition to the revised plan set.
If good with Francis, who is also our planner, could it be preliminary/final? You guys comfortable with that?
I'd be fine with them presenting it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there are any guarantees, but
Right.
I think a lot of it is just really ensuring that they're, well, for them,
It's,
it's final, like.
and it's a lot to pull together in a month.
Yeah, I was thinking if Julia needed another month, if we could do October,
Yeah, well, it's
Sure.
fine with us. If you
Yeah.
want to
if
do
it
that.
works.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, and this one is just, we put it on agenda once you request to be put on.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think any of us have a problem with preliminary/final as long as the planner is, if that works with their timeframes.
Yeah.
The color board, you do need a physical color board,
Mhm.
for final. It's a good idea to submit it digitally as well,
Mhm.
even if all you're doing is taking a picture of the little stinker and including it with your thing, because sometimes color boards don't always make it. And even if you decide to just go to the preliminary level, a physical color board would be very helpful.
Sure.
So, okay, I think that's it.
Okay. Thank you all for your comments.
Thank you.
You-
At least I don't feel like a total idiot. It did say 10,000, but it was in a different sentence. So, Nicole, are you ready to?
I am, yeah.
I heard a thing on NPR that 61%, and that some university did a study that 61% of the zoning images. They got to
61%.
61%.
Is that in?
Tampered. Yeah.
We're getting a lot of shows, showing us.
Can you see that?
photos.
Yes, we can, thank you.
They don't believe us when we tell them.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think you can say thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Brett, come back. I didn't say anything to the first project about the 2700 Kelvin,
Okay,
but if their light fixtures do offer it, it's a nice selection,
okay,
just
I'll make myself a note.
FYI.
Yeah, okay,
And they should show that, whatever it is they choose, they should show it on their thing. I forgot to mention it when they were
Okay.
here,
got
so,
it.
brain fart.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so, correct the lights, okay. So I think you should just say, lighting plan, just,
Confirm lighting plan, fixture
Um,
types.
confirm which fixture types are utilized, in the lighting plan, omit fixtures that are not necessary from the legend. Because that was the one comment. And,
I feel like that kind of takes care of two, no?
Yeah,
yeah,
you can eliminate two.
give her a second. It's the lighting legend. And in general, just kind of clean up the lighting plan, I guess, but I don't know if we need to say that.
They do
Okay.
that.
Okay, provide a color and materials, provide a physical color and materials board. Oh, you've got it over there, sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's fine, it's fine. You can take out for preliminary review because we gave them preliminary. You could say for final.
I would just say for review. Doesn't matter.
Okay, okay. We didn't have anything else, I don't think, did we?
No.
Okay, Let's look at the next one we just did. So they're internally consistent.
I would say coordinate plans,
Uh-huh,
so all base information matches.
I'd
Okay,
agree with that.
I liked it, actually, I liked what she had. So that all base information, you know, which she said was internally consistent, I just thought that was.
Yeah, well, that's good. Coordinate all plans so that all information is internally consistent.
There we go. Yeah, take that out.
Okay.
Okay,
Typo on Bethany,
yeah, she's got that.
that matches.
Okay. Scope proposed erosion control and. Okay. Consider restudying.
I would say handling landscaping throughout all areas of grading.
Instead of at the edge of.
Yeah. You got a lot of grading going on.
It's throughout all graded areas, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Okay, you can take off the parentheses, I'd just take off the parentheses entirely. We didn't say that. And then Puck and or Bethany will conduct an informal site visit consistent with the CBAR bylaws or CBAR requirements.
CBAR requirements.
They are bylaws, actually, it's what they're called.
That's in the bylaws.
Mm-hmm. But I'd say and or that way, because we only need one of us. Thank you. That way, if I get sick or Puck gets sick, one or the other of us can go, that's fine. Okay,
I'll make a motion for approval.
to adjourn the,
Oh, no, we didn't, for adjourn meeting.
okay, a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Don't approve it until next time.
all right.
Hi, thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Nicole, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Yes, garden.
I told you guys it was just a thing.
Yeah, you did.
Unbelievable.
You were looking it up and